Welcome back. So, I went to sleep yesterday and woke up, went to bed looking at LinkedIn thinking not much was going on. Saw a couple of like these generated videos that were online. Didn't really think much of them, to be honest with you. Woke up this morning and realized that OpenAI had released Sora, which is their text to video AI diffusion model, right? So, me being me, absolutely lost my mind this morning and thought that this thing was out. In reality, it's not available to the public yet, but it seems like OpenAI are sharing their research with the public. I'm guessing that Sora is a little bit ahead of what they're showing us, right? But I wanted to kind of go through and explain and I don't know, just dive into it myself a little bit as well. So, creating video from text. Sora is an AI model that can create realistic and imaginative scenes from text instructions. I think we'll go through the pages first, and the images because those are the cool pieces, and then we can get into the rest of it. So they're teaching AI to understand and stimulate the physical world in motion, with the goal of training models to help solve problems that require real world interaction. I don't know what that is yet, to be honest with you, that require real world interaction. I'm going to assume that's like video making, animation of some sort. Doesn't really make sense to me why Disney isn't in on this in some capacity. I think they would be super interested in this if they haven't got it already. And just look at it. I mean, look, the prompt here is a stylish woman walking down a Tokyo street filled with warm, glowing neon animated city signage. She wears a black leather jacket, a long red dress, and black boots, and carries a black purse. She wears sunglasses and red lipstick. She walks confidently and casually. The street is damp and reflected, creating a mirror effect of colourful lights. These are the best prompts that you'll see, for sure. But this is also the worst this technology is ever going to be. I mean, look at it. It looks incredible. One thing I do notice is they still haven't got hands right. And physics. It feels a little like, as you watch it, when you watch it for a first time, it looks great and amazing. And then you watch it over and over and over again, and you start noticing the smaller bits. So, one thing to note is like the hands, the physics of it all. Like the hair should be, she's walking, right? So the hair should be flowing a bit more, but it seems like it's just stuck on. But I love the drone, like the drone style footage, like feels like it's on a gimbal. It's nuts. Woolly mammoths. This is pretty cool. This felt like a full movie. I mean, did you like the hairs on this guy's face? Look at that. He hasn't got any dark circles either. Lucky him. It's incredible. This is absolutely incredible. This I couldn't tell the difference. If this was stock footage on a stock footage website, I genuinely don't think I could tell the difference. Today, Sora is becoming available to red teamers to assess critical areas of harms or risks and granting access to a number of visual artists. Showing research progress to start working early, as I said. Public sense of the AI capabilities on the horizon. This, I thought, was amazing. The Gold Rush. Oh, I haven't seen this one before. This feels like it's on an iPhone or some sort of DSLR camera. It's being like zoomed in. This is incredible. Look at the detail in her eyes. Like I said, animations, 10 out of 10. That's so cool. This looks like something they'd show on the news. That type of shot. Hands, though, hands. They can't get hands right. That's the weird thing. I don't know. Petri dish with bamboo forest growing in it. That is cool. This was one of the most amazing ones. This looks like it's actually been shot on an iPhone. You cannot tell the difference until the reflection comes in and you see her hands. because you got it. But also, where's the camera? You're expecting to see a camera in a reflection, and you just don't. I thought that was amazing. Current model has weaknesses, obviously. As I think, as most people are mentioning, physics is a complex scene to deal with. The cookie may have afterwards, for example, a person might take a bite of the cookie, but the cookie may not have a bite mark. Oh, interesting. It'd be cool to see that, and what that would actually look like. Obviously, we can think it, but to see it is a whole nother beast. The model may confuse spatial details of a prompt, for example, mixing up left and right, well, evidently. I think the prompt here was a step printing scene of a person running. I mean, they didn't give the direction, but it's weird that they came up with him running on a treadmill backwards rather than running on the ground flat. Don't know why it did that, and that would be interesting to know. Sora sometimes creates physically implausible motion. I don't think it's impossible. I just think it's, yeah. This looks like it's in reverse. Okay, safety. This was wild. When I was on Reddit, I don't know why I was on Reddit, but I was on Reddit, and the feed was talking about the fact that this has just been released in a presidential election year, which is a bit scary, right? I don't know what this means for policymakers, because they are probably going to use this to their highest extent if they can get their hands on it and figure out how to use it to their advantage. We're going to have like Brexit all over again, maybe. But the safety around it is going to have to be super looked after. I don't even know what we would begin. Safety is not my field of expertise. This is something that we're all going to have to think about. There's definitely, I know they say they're going to talk to policymakers, educators, and artists around the world, but I don't know if you should give it out that much. I think there's a lot that can be done in house. Maybe this is the research techniques. I wasn't interested in that, to be honest with you. I was just more interested in the actual thing, the way the thing's built. But yeah, this is going to take a dent out of stock footage. Why would anyone want to go and create their own footage when they can have the trade-off of cost and time and go and just put in a prompt and make it themselves? Now, sure, prompting is going to potentially be expensive. That's what Reddit's talking about. But also, is it going to be included in the OpenAI current subscription? How is it going to be accessible to the public? Are they going to make it available in the GPT format we know and love today? Or is it going to be something different? Food for thought. I've got no idea where this goes from here. It's only just going to get crazier. And I think Marcus Browning said it best. This is the worst that this tech is going to be. So if we think about where we're going to be in the next year, imagine coming back to this in a year and talking about those funny images of a woolly mammoth, right? Or the paper planes flying through a forest as if they have a mind of their own, which is weird in itself. We're going to be building some scary stuff, and I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm super excited. How are they going to make it available via an API? Also, all these questions are running through my head. But I think cost is going to be the biggest barrier to entry. If they're probably going to lose money on it to begin with, make it super accessible to the public, get everyone on board, and then ramp it up over time. To include this inside the existing $24 subscription, I don't know. It's very possible that they do. I'd like to see this. This would be the applications of this, the way that people are going to use it, whether it's making commercials, trailers. UGC content is going to be difficult, but everything else, they've knocked it out of the park. That's my 2 cents. I'll see you next time.